Wednesday night prayer meeting, Second Baptist Church. We're back, a huge crowd. Those who are here to praise God and come to the throne room. I think prayer is the first thing we usually overlook, especially me. Because I'm very active, and so I always want to go. The Lord has reminded me to slow down and pray. You get a little back to the mindset of praying. Always get a prayer, and that's just kind of a lot of problem that it's not just our church, it's just about every church we talk to. So, do you pray? I think it's tonight. There's a missionary going out to Curryville Baptist Church to present about raising funds from overseas. So it's kind of an exciting thing. We pray for him. Hopefully, communicate well, and Lord works through him to reach unrestricted nations somewhere. And so it's great to see. These young men and women, this guy's got some great family, but willing to go their face of David to make the gospel call. So, yes, I think so. So, I think his dad actually was a pastor for you like 35 years ago or something, but I think I could be wrong. Sometimes I get my story from this, right? So be praying for him and what's going on out there. It's not even here to. We're here to lift up and praise tonight to God. And we're just pray for his movement in their lives. So we're here our study of Psalm 13. We're on Psalm 13 now. It's an interesting psalm. We're going to get that here in a minute. But we're going to open up in a time of prayer, which is our centering prayer, I want to call it. It's getting ourselves back centered on God. Because if you're like me, you don't have a reminder in your phone. Listen, I'm thankful for phones because it reminds me stuff because I always forget it. And because I keep going, the Lord has to remind me things to keep in mind. And, I need Wednesday prayer time to get back centered on God. And I always, that's just who I am. And I pray that we all remember where we're at with God, how we live our life. It's so easy to get that. So, we always open up Wednesday night with a time of recentering, coming before God, asking Him to search our hearts and minds, and just cleanse us and give us back what He's done here. So if you guys don't mind praying with me as I open this up tonight, Father God, Lord, we thank you for this night, Lord God. We thank you just for the chance to come before you, Lord. God, we ask you tonight to search our hearts and come before you, Lord. God, search our hearts and minds, Lord. If there's anything that's pulling us away from you, Lord, and distracting us from your glory, Lord God, we ask you just to cleanse our hearts, Lord God. If we have sins in our lives and we're fighting, Lord God, we ask your Spirit's strength to overcome them, Lord God, by your blood. Lord God, your power, not by our own will, but we move in our lives, Lord God. We need your power in our hearts and minds, God. Send your Spirit to cleanse us. You said we confess our sins. You are faithful to forgive us, Lord. We ask you to forgive our sins. Those things that are pulling us away from you, Lord God. Those idols that we put between you and us. Lord God, help us to tear them down. Lord God, we ask you to help us to cast off the distractions this week, Lord God, the things in our lives that are going on, the things that are going on around us, Lord God. We ask you to center us back on you, Lord. When we focus our eyes on you, glorifying you and doing your will in your way, Lord. God, we ask you to search our hearts for any unforgiveness, Lord God. If we're holding grudges or we're not forgiving other people, Lord God, or things are rising up, help us to let go of those things and trust you, Lord God. As you've forgiven us, Lord, help us to forgive those who trespass against us, Lord. And God, we ask you just to be with those who we have trespassed against, those who we have hurt from relationships in life, Lord God. We pray that you give them healing and you give them the strength to forgive us for our mistakes, Lord. God, we would come before you pure and holy, Lord, and we would seek to follow and honor you with all we do. Lord God, come tonight and realign us to you, Lord God. Put our hearts back on you. Lord God, we ask this all in your holy and precious name. Amen. Amen. So we're working our way through Psalms. And this week we are on Psalm 13. And this psalm it kind of reminded me of the psalm we did a couple weeks ago. About a month ago. And again, it just opens up calling out to God. Through the feeling of loneliness and separation from God. And the psalmist is backing that, David is backing that. So we're gonna read through this, and we're gonna kind of take it a couple verses at a time. We kind of talk through it as we go. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments, feel free to stop me and let me know. Okay? Sound good, everybody? Super. All right, here we go. We're gonna start in verse 1 and 2 of chapter 13 of Psalms. It says this: For the choir director, a psalm of David. It says, how long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long will I store up anxious concerns within me, agony in my mind every day? How long will my enemy dominate me? That's the CSB version. Let me read the King James real quick. It says this: How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord, forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? You just hear the pain, right? You hear those words. The psalmist writing, how long? And then you can't help but hurt when you read that, right? You just get that moment. You can tell he feels isolated. He feels alone. We don't know when David wrote this, what he was going through at the time. But we know his story that he had great times with God. He also had times where he was either running from Saul, running from the sun, running from an enemy or something, where God had felt far away from him. There was a time of sin that he felt separated from God. He felt that divide in that place. And so we don't know when he penned this, but we get this idea that he just feels so alone. And that's hard for us to comprehend sometimes, because we read passages like in the end of Matthew where Jesus said, I'll be with you forever until the end of the day. So this is before Jesus came resurrected. But this is the idea of God. Does God really go away forever? Does God really just leave you? Did God really forget about the psalmist? And that's a question you think about. Because really, don't forget about me. Just that fleeting almost. You almost hear the tears coming off the psalmist as he's saying, as he reads these words. It's like, well, does God actually forget us? And this is, again, you got to remember, psalms are poetic, right? But they're written as a poem, as a song, as an illustration. And so a lot of times you see these exaggerations of to show emotion, right? To help us get a hold of that feeling. Because God does not forget you, right? He doesn't go away forever. He said he's not going to go away forever. And the psalmist knows that. But he wants to communicate that feeling of utter just abandonment, right? It's right? And I don't know if you guys remember being a kid. I remember wandering off with my parents. And then there was just a moment of, I don't know where my parents are. I don't know where I'm at or where I'm going. Right? And just an utter, alone feeling. It's like, what do I do? And, before I shared a story about when I was doing a class in seminary, we took a group of teenagers out in the woods, the Appalachian Mountains, hiked for a while. It's like a week-long backpacking trip through the woods. And we get to a place where I couldn't figure out where the path was going. And I was reading the map, I couldn't figure out where it was going. We had this utter fear that we were lost. And this is not like, the backwoods of, it's not around the street. This is, we're out in the Appalachian Mountains, and in the woods there, regular forest areas. So, people wander off and die. And so there's that feeling of just being helpless and being alone. And the psalmist shows us that emotion basically. Look, I feel like God is so far away. And I talk to people sometimes, and they're going through things in life, and you're like, where's God in this? Where's God as I struggle? Where's God as I'm on my loved one's bedside? Or where's God when these things happen? Why is he not here? And you go through these things, you need to realize it's not just us. This is a feeling that's been around for thousands of years. This is where God is. It gives us moments to feel that need for him. And it's the idea that sometimes you don't know what you got unless you lost it for a bit. Not that God ever goes away, but it's always the idea of like when the power goes out, right? Or maybe like the water gets shut off for a little bit, and you realize like you've done a boil order, you can't use water. Because we're on Locust Street, and last year water was off so many times, and you don't realize how nice it is to have running water until you lost it for a bit. Because you don't think about it, but that moment you lose it, you're like, I don't have it, I can't use it, I can't do, we can't flush the toilet today, we can't do any of these things. You've got to plan ahead. And there's the same idea that we're going through a time He's forgotten to show us what I am there. You need to trust me. Because that's kind of the biggest thing with God between us and Him. It's like, you trust me. You trust that I'm there. You trust I'll take care of you. It's easy to trust when that trust is never tested. Right? It's so easy. You can say trust all day long until you have to test that. And that's when it becomes personal. Because then you have Thanksgiving. And we see that's how God works. When He lets the people go through times of feeling alone, of struggle, of needing. And it's funny, I've been talking to someone this week. It's funny to watch church attendance. I've been working in churches, 20-some years, attending, volunteering, and working in churches. And it's funny to watch people because when they get comfortable in life, church attendance starts to wane. When business is good, life is great, everyone's healthy, the church attendance will start to wane. It's gone a lot. But as soon as, mom goes through, God knows, or, someone's struggling, or all of a sudden they're about to lose their job, it's like, wow, their attendance they're at church, and they're going through that dark time, they're there, and they're prayer meeting time, and they're coming to this event and doing that, and it's like, wow, it's fascinating to watch people do that from the inside of the cycle. When we hurt, when we find our help in God, and that this awesome comfort, like the psalmist saying here, where are you at, God? And we're reading to a minute because he's still calling out to God, but he's making that point that you feel that sometimes. God uses that to bring us back to Him. All right, so let's move on. Ready? So one other thing I want to point out. How long? I love the last line of this verse 2 says, "How long will my enemies dominate you? How long shall my enemies be exalted over me?" How we begin with this. The idea of dominating, exalted. It's just this idea that they're not just winning; they're crushing Him. They're embarrassing Him, right? And it's fascinating. Like, how long do you feel like it's happening? Because oftentimes when we have someone come against us, we think, right away, God needs to strike them down from heaven. Lord, where's your wrath come down? I'm supposed to be your special child. Lord, come on. And we see here that God allows those things to happen. He allows people to overcome, right? Because sometimes we forget our battle is not with flesh and blood. Now, flesh and blood, which means the people are out there, they're against us. Those who don't like the cross, they don't understand, they're being used by the enemy to attack us. But our battle is spiritual, right? That's what Ephesians 6 says. And we got to remember that those who are coming against us are not really our enemies. It's the spiritual forces behind us, and so it's forces of evil, those who don't know God. And we've got to remember that sometimes it feels like they're dominating us, they're winning, they're crushing us. Okay, ready? Here we go, verse 3. It says, "Consider me and answer, Lord my God, restore brightness to my eyes, otherwise I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have trumpeted over him, and my foes will rejoice because I am shaken." I'll read out a few things here. So it says, "Consider and hear me, O Lord my God, lighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say, I shall prevail against them, and those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved." And so we have this pleading for God to move, that dependence, like considering God, right? Consider me to hear me. And the pleading and calling out in prayer. Because sometimes when we pray, it feels like it's going in deaf ears, right? Because we want to be, Jeeves, ring the bell. Jeeves, come. You guys with me? You want to say Jeeves? Y'all been around long enough to know what I'm talking about. Right? The youth wouldn't get that one, but Jeeves, we ring the bell. We expect God to come running, and we expect, hey, I prayed one time and God should be doing this right now. And, we forget that we're coming and asking. We're coming before and taking our concerns to Him, but He is not our servant, in the least way. We're coming and bringing our concerns to the Lord. Consider this, Lord, hear our prayers. And He invites us into that. And that's the beautiful part. But we've got to only check our mindset that we're not trying to tell God how to live it, how to do His plan and what to do. We're coming to and asking for consideration. We're bringing our thoughts and concerns, our emotions to the conversation. So we've always got to watch that balance. Right? And we've got to believe the Lord is my God, and my God is my personal God. It's my God. And we've always got to remember that. And that's what God wants. He wants to come to Him like a father, like a perfect father. Like a perfect one reaching down, a perfect master. And it's looking like, I was getting to the idea, like, restore my eyes, restore brightness in my light in my eyes. Right? It's like you're in a dark room, and you say, Lord, give me the light to see more. Wow, imagine that feeling, right? I mean, the Psalms are all poetic, so He's trying to show you a point here. And you guys ever been like in the dark room, where you went down the fancy cave, not fancy caves, the cave tours they do, and they'll take you down into a deep, dark cave, and they turn off, all right, everyone, turn your lights off, and it's just like, dark. I remember one time some guys in college got me to go look in cave this morning, down where I grew up. It's by where I grew up. So we built in college back in my hometown, and we went to these caves to Hakonka. And so we did it, and so we're crawling around the caves, and I crawled down to as hard as I could go. It was a weird place. It's like we got an area where I was just crawling. And so I'm just crawling into the crack as hard as I can go, and I turned off my light. I sat there and I was like, it's cold, dark. It's like all of a sudden everything was scary. And we had this feeling, that same feeling that the psalmist was saying, look, Lord, open my eyes, lighten my eyes, let me see, give me some light, Lord. And we have that call, and I love it because, he comes to the point saying, at least my enemies, right? At least they say they have victory, right? And you start realizing that, he's not exactly saying because of my honor, because of who I am. He starts pleading, my enemies are over me. My enemies are over me. And so he keeps making that plea for that life. Don't let my enemies win. Don't let my enemies submit. And so we come to that, when we see saying in other Psalms that the psalmist's honor lies on God. God is my God, right? That if He is my God, then if my kingdom falls, my God falls, right? And you better remember that. We're going back to David's time here, and it was a time of every country and every place had their own set of gods, right? And so if your God won in battle, if your army won in battle, is because your God was bigger and stronger. And so this idea that he's saying, don't let my enemies win, is saying, Lord, your honor is not safe here. You are being disgraced because I am losing. And he's pleading the honor of God here. And so look, this is about you, Lord. You're being disgraced because of this. Lord, don't let this go on forever. And then he pleads that. Say his enemies, don't my enemies say you triumph over me. And then Lord, you're bigger than that. You're stronger than that. And he goes on to the last two verses here, 5 and 6. He said, but I have trusted in your faithful love. My heart will rejoice in your deliverance. I will sing to the Lord because He has treated me generously. James says, but I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Lord because thou hast dealt bountifully with me. So we get the end of the psalm. And we expect, Lord, we come through and crush my enemies now. But there's not. There is this, but I trust. I trust in your faithfulness. I trust in your mercy. It's almost like it's not resolved. It's just like, light my way, but I trust you anyway. And that reliance upon God, no matter what we go through, is to be, we trust you, Lord, because you lead me through. We trust you, Lord, to take me. We trust you with what's going on. You may not feel close right now, but I want you to feel close because we all want that good feeling, right? We want to feel like God right here every step of the way, but you know when you feel trust, you're there. And trust you. We haven't forgotten you, Lord. And I think it's an important part of the Christian life because we'll look at times where you don't have this, butterfly in your stomach times where you feel like the presence of God is with you and he's just got you the whole time, in times where you feel alone, like you're on your own, and you got to trust that God, I trust you that you're with me in the good feelings, you're with me in the bad feelings, you let me when I feel like you're here, you're with me, even though I feel like you're not here. Lord, I want you to be here. I don't want you to forget that. I don't want you to, he always wants to strive for that, to be close to him. But we shouldn't let our feelings define whether we be close to him or not. It's not about actions. Our feelings can mislead us. Our trust is the important part. Do you trust God? Do you trust God with where you're going to? And if that trust is never tested, we're never going to know if you truly are. You truly follow him. And so, that's something like this is one of the songs kind of lead you at where you're like, well, all you need is trust. You don't have to resound, like, when you do deliver, Lord, when deliverance comes, salvation comes, I'm going to praise you. I'm excited it's going to happen already. I already believe it's coming. And especially us in America, we miss the step here because we don't see as much persecution and martyrdom here. We don't see our brother of faith not coming home. We don't see those things. And so for us in America, to see what looks like a loss devastates us. A good person passes away, a faithful member of the church, or maybe someone who loses a job. Someone who considers a good person loses a job. Like, God, where are you at? And anytime there's a loss and we feel good, we start questioning God. But if we see our brothers and sisters around the world, that when if a brother or sister is martyred, then it's there's sadness, but there's also joy that they're going to be the Lord. It's more work. It's a different mindset. And we've got to remember a worldwide mindset of Christianity. Because, same Christianity we have here in America, the same Christianity in Afghanistan, which is also in here a week ago, in Southeast Asia. It's the same Christianity around the world. And so we've got to make sure our understanding of Christianity can be taught everywhere around the world. So I think sometimes we forget that. And so we need to keep in mind as we live our life, right? I'm babbling on, so let's reach it. And you guys have any questions or thoughts tonight?
Notes in my Bible.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the first 4 verses. Prematurely made them despair. And then the last 2 made them hope. Despair and hope. Is the way this sums up.
Yeah.
That whole song or the psalmist's efforts. And because really after verse 4, you don't know where it's going. You're saying, what is this? What is this song about this Sunday?
Oh, to rejoice because I am shaken. That sounds like he's lost. And that's fair. I think it's a good reminder. Okay, please listen to how I say this and make sure we get it. It's okay to go through despair. Going to end with hope. And oftentimes we godly people, saints of the Lord, who go through a time of despair and they think they've lost their faith. I thought I was close to God, and yet I'm struggling now. No, you miss homes. If you truly love God, He's going to grow you by going through times of despair, times of hope, times of trust, and times of whatever. But it's that only if you trust Him in the end. You trust Him. You trust Him. And that's the continual call of God. Have faith in me. And I think we need to remember that it's okay. You're not infected because you go through a time of despair. You're not a heathen. You haven't abandoned God because you want some time to sin. You know, I get frustrated when people talk like that. Like, oh, you should be happy all the time, and you know, you shouldn't have any bad thoughts, and you know, no. If you truly found God with all your heart, you're gonna have to deal with stuff in your life, and you're gonna get depressed. Right? I mean, just reclaim the patience. I mean, man, depression happens, but it's where is your trust in that? And through that, because trust is not only the avoidance of trouble. Trust is the overcoming. Right? The lack of holding on to anyway. Right? You know, trust is not hitting a storm. Trust is, you know, holding on to your ship as you're going through the storm, not jumping overboard. And that's what trust is. I think we gotta realign our thoughts. Yeah, thank you, Pastor. Any more thoughts, guys? Super. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to our online friends. Thank you for joining us. God bless. Have a great evening.